Hi, my name is Hayley Hollander. I'm a certified personal trainer and co-owner of Advanced Training Performance. I put together a video of a group of 8th grade girls that I was able to teach a class on. And basically I put this class together because as most fitness professionals we're faced with the same issues, especially when we train kids, that they lack movement, they're playing a lot of video games, as well as their fundamental motor skills that they should have learned as young children are slowly developed because they sit a lot or play a lot of games. So what I did was I put together a class that was inspired by Gary Gray and PTA Global as an opportunity for fitness professionals to kind of see some fun and unique ways that maybe they can train groups of people, whether it be adults or kids, and just get them to move in different directions as well as multi-planar and work on those basic fundamental skills that they should learn. And so this class that you see is basically what I did. Hope you enjoy. So basically what I've done is with the girls I've had them line up in two lines along a cone alleyway. And what we're going to do is we're going to work on different movements and motor skills in the body to help them to build awareness of how they move, and as well as work on their cardiovascular endurance. Right now we're just warming up, so the movements are going to be slow and the movement train is going to be at a nice steady pace. But eventually as we get in more depth with the class, it will speed up, and you can see as the girls get going, you can look at them as they come back whether or not they're running or not. You can set this up to last as long as you feel necessary. What I did was I did it on kind of as a individual class basis. As I noticed maybe the kids were getting a little bit more tired, I would either change the drill to make it so that their heart rate could recover, or I would give them a little drink break, a chance to catch their breath. This class lasted for 30 minutes with all different types of movements, and as you can see later on in the class we will be integrating some different types of tools like scooter boards so that they can experience different movements besides just their feet. They'll be able to move with their hands, etc. So now we're just working into the lunges. We're twisting in various planes of motion. You can see the differences in the kids as far as lunging goes. Some of them are good at lunging, some of them maybe just walk. We're adding rotations with the arms in different planes, starting to get the shoulders and the trunks and the trunk warmed up. And just take note of all the different movement patterns that you're experiencing just in looking at the kids that are participating. And again, the idea is not necessarily to correct form or give them a whole bunch of instruction, but just to let them move. And in movement we can explore and learn with the body. As we know, students or kids of the age 10 to 13 are in a learning exploration phase. Most of the girls in this class are between the ages of 12 to 14. And when you're in the ages between 10 to 13 years, kids need outcome-based coaching. They need that constant motivation. Possibly you going along and doing the drills with them like I am can be very inspiring. It helps them to feel confident and feeling, okay, well I can do this if the teacher's doing this. They feel like they're a part of something. When you pick movements for this age group, you want them to be multi-directional, multi-planar. And as far as development with the kids goes, this is an age where you want to teach them how to use their own body weight and understand acceleration and deceleration, as well as the basic skills of jumping and landing, controlling force and their own body mass, and then eventually build on speed and agility and strength. Here's one thing to note as you watch the kids going through the line here. A key thing that we learn at an early age is crossing the midline of our body, and this being able to cross the feet across the midline or the arms across the midline helps us with our center of gravity and therefore our balance. So kids that have a hard time with that may not be as balanced. So it's beneficial to give them a lot of opportunity to do activities where they're crossing the midline of their body and therefore moving multi-directional will enhance that skill. So now we're going into the more athletic skills in the cone alley. You can see the lines picking up, they're starting to move a little bit quicker, and then they're hustling back to the start of the line. And now they're having a lot of fun. You can hear them laughing. Here's a basic skill, skipping, something they should have learned at an early age. You can see that some of them can use their arms as contralateral arm swings. Some of them just kind of let their arms hang. Some of them do both arms at the same time. So that's another skill as far as coordination goes that can be taught just through repetition. Now we're moving into the frontal plane again, giving them opportunity to cross the midline as far as doing the karaoke. And right now they're just leading with the same leg, but eventually we're going to give them the opportunity to switch sides. We're going into a side shuffle. This will show you how flexible they are and their ability to stay low. This may maybe give the teacher some direction as far as, okay, well maybe I need to stretch out their hip flexors or their hamstrings a little bit more, teach them plantar flexion, dorsiflexion activities. But overall, the kids are doing a really good job. And now we're going to switch sides. So here's where the laughter comes in a little bit more as they almost run into each other. They have to communicate with each other. And this activity is really good for them to engage and encourage and motivate each other. They all feel like they're in the same boat, and they all push each other. Almost a collision there, but doing really good. They're working on that timing. Side shuffling on this side. So I'm looking at the class and I'm seeing them start to slow down a little bit in the drills. So this is my opportunity where I would change it up and add a lighter pace or an exercise that doesn't require so much cardiovascular or aerobic or anaerobic threshold. So I think after a couple of these drills I slow it down. And again, you can do whatever pace fits your class and as far as their individual level of cardiovascular endurance, and building on that, we know that interval training will help with their metabolism and working the different energy systems, you know, making the heart rate spike, bringing it back down. There's lots of opportunities to train the kids, but right now all they're thinking about is having fun. I didn't even mention to them that they were going to be doing cardio. And here we are, we're on the scooter boards. I kind of sped it up a little bit so that you didn't have to watch too long, but you get the idea. Right now they're working on shoulder stability, pushing with the feet. This helps with their core as well as flexibility. There was only a limited number of scooter boards, so the girls that were finished had to run back to the front of the line, another cardiovascular component. Here you can add possibly having the kids that are waiting maybe doing jumping jacks or squats to keep them more aerobically, working more aerobically, but they were already fatigued, so I just kind of gave them that opportunity to rest. Now we're going backwards. So again, we're working in all different planes. There you can see the smiles again. They're cheering each other on. They're excited. They can't wait their turn. And this is a great skill for them to build confidence in themselves and encourage each other. And you don't see it here, but eventually I work into doing partners with the scooters where one partner is pushing the other. As well as you can do partner drills in the cone alley without the scooters or any sort of device. You can do balls, balloons, any type of toy, whatever skill you want to work on with the kids, you can integrate into the cone alley. And as we finish up, I have the kids all get together and we just kind of do a unity circle in an effort to help them, know that they could do this on their own and feel united as a class. We start to move. We're just going to come together into a cheer as the line speeds out. This is another way you could even do cardiovascular type drills, and again working in multi-directional and multi-planar ways with the girls. And here we go. And they had a lot of fun. So that's it.